Hi there, in this video we talk about the special Lotus Burner part for golems and the buffs you can get with it. Thanks to the introduction of golem crafting in the third and last chapter of the Age of Sorcery, we can now all create our own Frankenstein creatures in Conan Exiles, or golems as they're called here. What you might not know is that there's a special golem torso part available, which will allow your creation to give you and anyone in range one of several buffs. The part in question is called Lotus Burner Guardian Torso. Unfortunately, this part can only be acquired through some luck. As in, there is a chance for it to be found in all types of chests as well as loot drops in the world. Large chests and loot from sorcerers yielded particularly good results for us. We can also confirm it drops from Kurak in the new mini dungeon and that it can be purchased from Master Carver Huang. However, due to the long rotation of items on sale, it might be hard to get hold of it that way. So, once you have acquired the torso and created your new golem, there is an ability unlocked called Lotus Burner as shown here. The Lotus Burner works with all types of lotus flowers as well as lotus powder. The difference? The buffs is the same, but powder is simply a stronger and longer lasting version of the flower. Time-wise, a flower buff will last just around 2 minutes, while the powder version will last around 5 minutes. Lotus buffs can be activated by placing lotus flowers or powder into the inventory of your golem. Then, as soon as you make your golem follow you, it will start to consume them and activate the buff. Do keep in mind that the buff will stop as soon as your golem is no longer on follow. Another related point is that the buff is active for yourself as well as any friendly in range. However, the buff doesn't seem to affect followers. We have also tested the range and it seems to affect an area of about 8 foundations around the golem. There's a total of 7 different lotus flowers in the game, and here's a list of buffs each of them will give you. As mentioned, these buffs are active as long as your golem is on follow and last around 2 minutes per flower. Then you have the option to use lotus powder, and while the buffs are the same, each powder lasts about 5 minutes, and they are as well stronger than the flower version. That said, we have not yet had a chance to test how likely you are to attract an enemy's ire, nor how frequent the bleed and poison cleansing triggers. For those two, it might potentially just be a longer buff. And that's all for today's guide. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask in the comments below, and we'll do our best to answer. If you enjoy our content, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe and hit that bell.